everyone. Welcome back to New York Comic-Con Live, brought to you by Fandom and Twitch. Get excited because I have here with me the cast of Shadowhunters. And guys, you guys just announced the premiere date of Season 2.
Oh,
Yes.
January 2nd.
January 2nd.
Yes.
I'm excited.
Woo!
Oh my
Yes.
goodness.
Yes.
Where to even start? I'm so happy that I have all of you here. I feel like we can get so much information.
Sure
But
does that
first, yes, take care
We
of that.
brought the
Too much
first
will
three
get
scripts
trouble.
here.
Family-friendly show. Please introduce yourselves and let people who may not know your character's name. Let's start with you, Isaiah.
How you doing? I'm Matthew Daddario. I play Alec Lightwood.
I'm Isaiah Mustafa, and I play Luke Garoway.
I'm Dominic Sherwood, and I play Jace Whalen.
I'm Alberto Rosende. I play Simon Lewis.
I'm Kat McNamara, and I play Clary Frey.
I'm Harry Shum Jr. and I play Magnus Bane.
And I'm Katherine, McNamara, and I play Clary.
There we go.
So now you've committed to that, so you need to answer like all
So-
those characters.
no.
now.
Did
I think we
anyone-
could do that. I think we could answer each other's
That
questions.
sounds dumb.
Absolutely.
Highly
I'm going to commit to.
caffeinated.
Oh my god.
No, we need
Okay.
to answer first.
So I want to ask,
should we-
Katherine, Clary, obviously, she experienced some things in Season 1. She experienced a whole new life. She got a whole lot of crap piled
Yeah,
upon
so
her.
Clary is now super in love with Isaiah. She can't live without him, so that's
All right,
the
all
new.
right, okay.
No, but in all seriousness, Clary did grow up a lot last season, and she matured a lot, and she learned so much. But now she's having a chance to look back at her old life, and she has some difficult choices to make. Does she even want to be a shadow hunter? Does she want to go back to her old mundane life? Can she even go back? And dealing with all of these new relationships, also dealing with the fact that Jace is now her brother, dealing with the fact that her mother's awake and still sees her as a little girl, trying to get her mother to see her as an adult. All of these things are coming into play for Season 2. There's a lot. A lot's happening.
That's stressing me out.
It's a lot.
It's a lot. And I know, obviously the series is inspired by Cassandra Clare's amazing Immortal Instruments. And how will we see Season 2? Where does it, I guess, match up with the books?
Just like in the book, Season 2 gets darker. It gets kind of grittier. We get to go into more character development. Anyone else?
The downworld gets really dark.
Yeah, the downworld gets darker. We get some characters that we meet in book 2. We get to meet now. We get to meet Maya. If anyone's curious, we meet Maya for the first time.
And like the Sealy Queen's coming into the picture.
The Sealy
right,
Queen's
too?
coming into the picture.
That's what we keep hearing, but we don't know.
We haven't seen it
Don't
yet.
know.
But
Yeah,
maybe
a new
tell-
villain type, Victor Aldertree, who's coming in, the new Clave representative.
So don't know if he's a villain. I think he's lovely. You just think he's a villain because he's British. That's what you guys think. That's what we
Ouch.
think.
Well, I mean, that does happen. If a villain has an accent, it's usually a British one.
They don't know this yet, but they're gonna.
What was that?
They're
Nothing, I don't know.
One more.
Nothing.
Go again. That's totally fine. Say it to my face.
Look around. Harry, I want to ask you about Magnus because he has so much information. I feel like he has all the secrets.
He's a Wikipedia, man. He's a walking
Wikipedia. I think you should change that to his title. Like, forget whatever it is now.
No more the High Warlock of
The
Brooklyn.
high Wikipedia of Brooklyn. No, that doesn't
works.
work.
Tell me what you can tease about him in Season 2.
There's so much history behind kind of what makes him tick, I guess, in a lot of ways. When you see him in Season 1 and the things that kind of affected him, in Season 2 you definitely get to see a lot more what makes him, I guess, magical, but in a way also what the darker side of the magic.
All this
What's interesting.
darkness.
All the darkness.
It is. The whole show, it's darker, it's grittier, it's more edgy, it's more horror-based. The demons are scarier, there's more violence, and it pushes our characters to really dark places as well.
What I want to ask, when you have shows like this, it is cool to have the supernatural and magical elements, obviously, but I think you have to have like a little bit of like groundedness.
Well, it's all grounded in actual issues that people have, and we try to always go back to there in between the moments of supernatural Fight Club. So it's nice to.
You're not supposed to talk about the Fight Club. That's the first rule.
Come on,
Yeah.
Matt. Come on.
Demons don't follow those
Second
rules.
rule, yeah.
Matthew Daddario is a rule breaker. That's what we just learned.
And Emeraude, I want to
offended.
throw it down to you. What can we look forward to from Isabel coming up?
Well, Isabel is struggling between her friendship with Clary and Alec, so she's trying to find a happy medium between them both. But she's trying to be the best shadow hunter she can be, and she might make the wrong choices, and it's going to lead her through a dark path. So that's going to be really interesting.
So this season's going to be hilarious and funny and no darkness. That's what I'm
Correct.
getting.
Yeah.
That's exactly.
Isaiah, tell me about Luke. What have you, I guess as you've gone on and explored him throughout season 1, going into season 2, what's something about the character that's maybe surprised you?
That surprised me. Wow, surprises. There are no surprises on our show. It's all an open book. Everybody knows everything already.
Oh, really? Because I
yes.
feel like shows normally that have those secrets, like,
No,
don't tell the actors.
I'm totally kidding. I don't know
I was
anything.
Like, I was like, they trust you
Like,
guys.
yeah,
that
yeah.
much?
Okay, everyone knows what's going on.
I know nothing. I know nothing. The only thing I can tell you about Luke is that his relationship with Jocelyn gets a little deeper, and you get to see how they try to raise this young lady in the shadow world.
And have you guys started filming season 2 yet, or just?
Yeah,
We're on episode 6.
Yeah, episode 6.
Okay, so you're getting almost to halfway through it. Yeah, because you have a longer season in season 2.
We have 20 episodes.
That's awesome. Now, I know, lots more story. And can you talk about kind of something? I know you can't spoil things, and I know you're only in episode 6, but something that you think the audiences will be really happy to see in season 2.
I think something the audience will be really happy to see are all of these relationships continuing to build. You know, we set everybody up in season 1, we set up the world, we set up these characters, but now moving forward, you get to kind of mess with them a little bit and put them in unlikely pairings and see how those relationships play out with these new situations.
I think the fighting is amazing. I know Dom got to do a lot of fun things.
Yeah.
I was going to say, you guys really get
So
into the stunt
There's a
side
lot
of
more
things.
fighting. There's a lot more training in every single episode. It's a lot of fun. My stunt double only played like once in last season, and this season she's playing in every single episode. So it's
So
fun
that's a
to see.
good
Yeah.
measure of like you guys are just getting more hands-on.
Yeah, we have a whole new stunt team that really takes a hands-on approach. So you'll see a lot, and all these guys are amazing athletes. So everybody does their own stunts for the most part. You're just going to see a lot more of people's faces getting drugged down bars.
Thrown through windows,
More work for the makeup team. is what
jumping
you're
off
saying.
boats. We're doing all sorts of things.
Well, tell me, Dominic, then about some of your training that you've been doing for this upcoming season.
Training wise, it's been Taekwondo and Kali.
Kali.
We just started Kali, which is a lot of fun. Harry demonstrating there. Thanks, man. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's really intense, and we're working quite intricately on technique and ability, so we can make these characters look like they've been doing it their entire lives. And that kind of mixed with the amazing stunt team and the doubles that we have for the things that they won't let us do. The bigger stunts that we beg them to let
I was
us do.
going to say, is there like a
no
back
way.
and forth where you're like, I really want to do this? They're like, no.
I wanted to jump off
Always.
the boat. I was
Me
desperate
too.
to jump off the
They
boat.
wouldn't let me. They don't let you fall.
More than like
Oh, like a
4
certain
feet.
height.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
That's probably for the best.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'd be fun if you dress up as your stunt double, and then try and see. Who you
I would
can-
just
That's
do it.
what
to
I'm
see
gonna
it.
I've
try
said it a bunch
that.
of times. I was like, just tell the camera guys to keep rolling, and I'm just gonna jump off the boat
You should
and
just do
hope
it to
I don't
see,
die
see
and
if
get
you can
told
get
off.
away with it.
Yeah, exactly.
But
yeah.
I'm also the mom. I'm like, but be careful.
But be
We can
careful
get away
what
with it
you do.
once.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
Once.
only once.
All you need, one take, Jake.
And I want to ask Dominic about Jace. I've heard also that his line is getting really dark and deeper.
Yeah.
What are some of the challenges he's facing?
Can't
All
really,
of them.
Yeah, I can't really say. I can't really because anything I say at this point is going to give stuff away. Jace starts learning more and more about his past. He's being twisted and poisoned by Valentine, and he has some pretty serious choices to make, and he has to discover that within himself without his parabatai and his friends and his best friends and his brothers.
And the
have
effect that has on everybody else.
Yeah.
Everybody else is suffering because he's off gallivanting around on a boat.
because he's the best. Is that what you said?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's what I said.
Yeah,
Is
it's hard to hear. Like that's totally what
There's a definite ripple effect when Jay starts gallivanting.
Gallivanting. I like that
Gallivanting's
word.
a great word. Also
That's
a great
pretty
fun
good word.
series. on
Isaiah,
BBC.
say it again.
Yes, I love that show
Gallivanting.
so
Totally.
much.
Wow.
Me too. Alberto, let's talk about Simon.
Simon. Simon. Very at the end of the last season, we saw Simon kind of get kicked out of the Hotel du Mont and banished. So he's going through a
Yeah,
lot
sorry
of.
about that.
He's going through 3 main struggles in this next
One
season.
is not enough. Nope.
One is not enough for Simon. Simon's always got too much on his plate. He's struggling trying to find a physical place for him to be now. He can't go home. He can't go hang out with werewolves all the time. He can't hang out with Shadowhunters. They don't really want him at the Institute. So he has to really find a place.
Poor Simon.
Yeah.
I
And
just
but
want him to
also
find a place to belong.
he's trying to find within himself, like, what does this vampire thing mean for me now? How do I own this? So he's working with that, and then he's also working with his family, the family struggle that we'll see a lot, where how would he live at home trying to keep this vampirism hidden from his family? It's something he's really trying to work with, yeah.
And to wrap up, I know the show is, that dark tone, but you guys seem to have a lot of fun together. Are there any pranksters on the cast you have to like?
Dominic
Everybody's always
Sherwood.
asking.
He's
But we haven't done
No,
any
wait,
prank-
whoa,
that's
whoa.
not fair. We haven't
It's
done any
Everybody's
prank-
always
it
asking.
scares me because he
No.
hasn't pranked anyone this season
I don't
yet.
know.
And I have
It's
a feeling
not-
it's going to be me, and I have
Yeah.
a feeling I'm going to
Yeah, well, there's
die.
nothing happened this season. You're basing it on old behavior that maybe is or isn't going to come.
No one's
Yeah,
no one's
I'm a
going to be
change
pranking
of better.
anyone.
I
Why
have
would you be pranking
I have
anyone?
video
Why would we
of pranks. I have pranked people and I have video.
He's got
and
me.
I will
Isaiah's
release
got
these
me
videos.
a couple of times. He's got me real good.
Oh, that's in the hotel.
The hotel. Dude, that was like a 4-minute, that was like a campaign.
Yeah, it was.
Just lucky I didn't come out naked, which I don't do.
Sure you don't. On that note, thank you all so much for coming
Thank
and hanging
you
out
so
with us
much.
today.
Thank you
Everybody
guys.
please give a
Thank you
round of
guys.
applause.
Yes, y'all. And
stay
you don't
tuned
stop.
to Freeform on January 2nd for the return of
January
Shadowhunters
2nd.
Season 2. And stay tuned here for more New York Comic Con Live in just a few.